Very good morning to all of you. It's a beautiful morning in Mohali, and I'm enjoying the early morning sun. Although it's monsoon, so because of the rains, it's not that strong as of now. But nonetheless, it's quite peaceful here. So, I wanted to talk to you about doership. This term is misunderstood most of the times. You see, doership is connected to a strong identification with an outcome. It does not imply inactivity. It does not mean that you just have to sit idle and do nothing about a situation, because that would be an assumption that I'm not supposed to do anything. So what the message says, what this teaching says, is that do whatever you think in a given moment you should do about a certain situation. But after that, the outcome is not in your control. So, if you think that you need to take action or not take action on a certain matter in a given situation, just do in the moment whatever arises spontaneously, naturally to you, without worrying about right or wrong. Doership is concerned with right and wrong, what will fit well. It is concerned with ensuring that things will be the way I want them to be. In fact, one of our seekers was so concerned. The seeker was basically convinced that his root of suffering is doership. And which is quite right, that the root of suffering is doership, when everything is tied to outcome. But here's the thing. So his mind came up with a clever solution. He said, now I must be very careful and not do doership. Now just notice the opposite swing of the mind. Doership is a problem, therefore the mind comes up with the opposite. I must not do doership. And this concern with not doing doership to avoid suffering is also doership. So he would be very careful and he would try to analyze each and every action of his to make sure that suffering doesn't happen. Now, when we do that, we are basically trying to manipulate life, which is doership itself. So do not be concerned with what is doership and what is non-doership. Just perform the action. You see, inactivity is, as it is, impossible, because even if you are not doing anything physically, the mind would be running. So inactivity is not even possible. Even physically, you can only be inactive up to a certain point. After that, you will have to take some action, some movement, something will need to be done. But when you are totally disconnected with the outcome, that means you completely accept that outcome can be both ways. It may be what you prefer, it may not be what you prefer. Then life becomes relatively peaceful. It becomes simplified. Only when you're pushing hard, when you want the outcome to be a certain way, I must not experience suffering, therefore I must not do anything, that is doership. That is doership itself. This knowledge gets revealed only in the peace of being, when the mind is witnessed and it is seen how these subtle movements of the mind, I must not do this, I must not do that, is trying to, manipulate life in a certain way and creating suffering. So do not be concerned with doership. Just live. Simply be spontaneous and live. And do whatever comes naturally. Knowing that after that, what happens is not in your control. And that frees up a lot of thinking, which is suffering. A lot of analyzing. I did wrong thing. I should not have done this. I should have done it this way, that way. It just frees up all that dialogue within. So when we have spaciousness, then we have peace. All right, I'm going to enjoy my walk now. So I just wanted to share this short message with you all. And I know I haven't been able to hold satsangs because of some personal challenges, life challenges. But we will start again soon. And I will see you. I will see you in satsangs very soon. I wish you all a good day. Take care. Peace to all of you.